everybody, welcome back to another festive dough mama recipe. Today we're going to be making a spinach Christmas tree. So this one's going to be lots of fun. Everybody loves this recipe. It's very easy to make and it's very delicious. Let's go over ingredients that we'll be using today. We're going to start with a dough mama white dough. You could also use whole wheat and you can use gluten friendly for this one as well. I've got mine rising here. It's been rising for about an hour, so it's really nice and fluffy. We've also got some all-purpose flour, which we're going to use to help with the dough and with rolling it out. We've got some cheddar cheese. You can also use mozzarella. We've got some Parmesan cheese. And then I've prepared a mixture of some garlic, some onion powder, and some Italian seasoning. We've got some frozen spinach cubes, a steamer, and some cream cheese. Now to start, we're going to put our spinach in the steamer. And with this steamer, it's just gonna go in the microwave for about a minute. So now that we've got our spinach steamed, we're gonna start with rolling out our dough. So for this recipe, we're gonna wanna separate the dough into 2 equal parts. So I'm just gonna flour my surface, flour my dough a bit. So now I'm gonna separate my dough into 2 equal parts. And with the first part, we're gonna try our best to form this into a triangle. And as with most of our recipes, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best. So now that we've formed our triangle, I'm going to transfer this onto our cookie sheet. And again, this doesn't need to be perfect because we are going to be cutting into it. But just so long as you have kind of that rough shape of a triangle so that it looks like a Christmas tree or a giant slice of pizza, you're all set. So now we're going to prepare our spinach mixture that's going to go on top of the dough. So I've just softened my cream cheese. I used about half of the brick and I softened it for about 20 seconds. I'm going to add my steamed spinach to that. Make sure you get every bit of that delicious spinach. Then we're going to add some of your Parmesan cheese. Just a little sprinkle, and some of your garlic powder, onion powder, and Italian seasoning mixture. Just like that, and we're just gonna mix it up. So once that mixture is combined, you're just gonna spread it on top of your dough. So just like that, really easy, and you wanna try to spread it in a nice thin layer. Now you can take your shredded cheese, and like I said, you can use mozzarella, you could use cheddar. I'm using cheddar today, you can also use marble. And we're just gonna sprinkle that right on top of your spinach mixture. Okay, so we're gonna take what we've made so far and set it to the side, and we're gonna focus on the rest of our dough. So same like before, we're just gonna sprinkle some flour onto your rolling surface, a little bit onto your dough, and roll it out into another triangle. And you want to try to match the size of the first triangle that you made because we're going to be laying this one on top. All right, so we've got our dough rolled out and it's just about the same size as our first one. So I'm just going to transfer this to the top of this very carefully. Slow and steady wins this race. And there we go. So if it's not completely covering, it's no big deal. We're going to be cutting into this now, so it's okay if they're a little uneven. So what you can do, I recommend using your pizza cutter when you're cutting into it. It just seems to work a little easier than a knife. So you're going to want to turn your pan, and we're just going to make slices into the dough without going through the center of the dough. So we've got some started on this side. I'll also be making some on the opposite side. Again, without touching the center of the dough. So we're gonna make these cuts all along the dough. And then again, the opposite side. So once you've sliced into your dough, we're gonna take each section and just give it a little twist. Just like that. And the same with the other side. And we're gonna do the same thing the entire way down the tree. All right, so I've twisted all those sections, as you can see, and what I've done with the top is I've taken the 2 first sections and twisted them up towards the top so that it looks like the point of the tree. Now we're going to pop this in the oven for about 20 minutes at 425, and it will be ready to enjoy. So this just came out of the oven. I've brushed it with a bit of butter and added some Parmesan cheese so it looks like some snow just happened to land on our Christmas tree. It looks delicious. You can just tear off pieces or you can slice it. Either way, it's going to be super yummy. Thanks so much for watching.